Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful Monday. I'm happy to be here, to be present here at this webinar. My name is Thomas, and welcome to our stream. We have a new trading week, which has already begun, and I guess we have some stories to share. And there are also quite a few things going on the market. And well, first of all, obviously the hottest topic so far since President-elect Donald Trump got elected 2 weeks ago, so 12 days ago to be exact. And since then, we are looking at the kind of new reality, new highs on the crypto market. And so as you can see, crypto is on the rise. So we had two green weeks, like two big green weeks, and I'm kind of thinking, I'm kind of like, like this thing is puzzling me. So whether we will be able to break above the $100,000 mark, because that is a pretty much a very strong psychological level, and I'm pretty sure that if we are able to do so, then after 100,000, it'll be easy for the price to move even to higher highs. Then basically 110 becomes very easily achievable, 110, 120, 130. So everything up to 150 becomes the new reality, the new kind of the new norm. So far, we are trading here at slightly above 90,000, and today there was an attempt to break. I assume there was this failed attempt to break above the previous all-time high. There was an attempt to for the price to stay above this previous resistance level, but it couldn't. So now we are reversing. But in about 1 hour and 30 minutes, the U.S. markets will be finally will open, and we're going to see some volatility. And usually this Monday volatility on the US markets, it usually defines the course of the upcoming trading week. So we're going to find out soon. When we switch to daily chart, we can see that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically 6 days, we have been trading in this quite narrow range on Bitcoin, around 87, between 87 and 92,000 in this little corridor formation. So currently the sentiment remains bullish. So I pretty much see it as a bullish flag. And this is the flagpole here from 75,000 up to 89. So if we see a breakout above 92, then we can expect price easily going to 92 plus 15,000, so well above 105,000. So that will be a new target, a new price range. And right now it's just 10%. It's just 10%, right? It's not so when we're trading 50,000, everyone's like, yeah, we need to, if the price goes up, we need the Bitcoin price needs to grow by, say, 80%, 100%. Now we are already trading around 90,000, so most of this path has been done. We have walked almost all of it. And we just need another push towards 100,000, and then from there we'll see like totally new highs of 110, 105, etc. So far, as I said, the sentiment remains bullish, and personally speaking, I wouldn't say that this is the best entry point here. Hello from Indonesia. Hello to Indonesia. Hello to new traders. So guys, if you have any questions, if you have any ideas, or you would like to hear my comment about certain aspects, certain trading tools, certain trading assets, so feel free to write in the chat, and I will answer your questions. So probably now, since Bitcoin has already grown quite significantly following Trump's election, and even though my sentiment is still bullish on Bitcoin, remains bullish on Bitcoin, I would say that the current strategy that I would kind of implement is I would try to find some assets which still have not risen in price, which are still trading relatively low, and I would try. Let me go ahead and reload my chart. So yeah, I would still try to focus on some assets which are still trading relatively cheap, and because those assets. So last week I probably mentioned it. I mean, I like this story here with Ripple. So it was trading for a long time. It was trading right in this range, 50 to 75 cents or even 70 cents per coin. And now it broke above, and then this, like, again, accumulation phase and then distribution phase. So in this accumulation phase, big guys, big players, big hedge funds, they accumulate those coins, and then boom, distribution. Once they have collected, once they have bought enough, once they have accumulated huge holdings of this or that cryptocurrency or any other asset, and then after they are done with that, they are ready to move on with the show. And we can see that this final push came in. They just needed some trigger, and that trigger was Trump's election, and boom, now all those cryptocurrencies, yeah, like this, stellar, up hundreds, like more than 100%, 150% or something like this. See, by the 9th of November, already 3 days when everyone was like aware of the result of the election, it wasn't really moving, and then boom, finally we see. So there is a very simple strategy: find something that has not moved yet. Right, something like this, Moonbeam. All right, it was trading at around 70 cents, so it has potential, and now it's just 3 days, and we are trading above this previous resistance of 20 cents. Why you open trade on overbought RSI? Well, actually I bought, sometimes, first of all, sometimes it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean if I have this RSI, if I have the RSI open here, it doesn't mean that even if it gets close to this overbought area, and here it wasn't really overbought. If you see, it was around 50. So yeah, that's the point. Like, as I said, I don't really recommend maybe opening any up trades here on Bitcoin. That is why I'm suggesting try to find something that has not moved yet. So something that is not overbought yet. So for example, Ripple, well, I'll just say that, right, we are already trading quite high. It definitely has some more upside potential, but then your potential stop loss is also quite big in this situation, and your risk to reward ratio is not as preferable as it could be. Something like Doji. All right, Doji already trading 4 times higher, or 3 times higher, 2.5 times higher than it was on November. So early November it was trading around 15 cents. Now it's trading at 35 cents. So Dogecoin, yes. Okay, maybe I will skip on hamster coin, but something like this. Solana is still moving upwards, but definitely yes, it's overbought. Cardano, yeah, see, all of these assets, it's the so-called altcoin season. So you want to buy something that hasn't moved yet. So one of the most obvious examples is, I would say, this Moonbeam still just didn't really go up that much. AVAX, I just don't know about this cryptocurrency. It seems like relatively slow. Binance Coin, okay, so something a person who has not reacted by any means to Trump's election. So we are still trading at almost the same prices, just up 10%, which is like so weak. Yeah, at the same time, Toncoin. So Toncoin has not yet reacted that much to Trump's re-election. I would say Toncoin would definitely be Kusama, maybe, because we can see that potentially it could. So this is the next target. So there is open space before 60. Before 60, this asset can be moving easily, but of course we need to know some fundamentals. But for example, with Toncoin, the fundamentals are great. So even though, yes, Pavel Durov is still, I guess, in France, and there's still some shady activity going on around this person, but I would say that, like generally speaking, he has everything is more or less fine with the project, and Telegram now has close to 900 million active users, and this TON, T-O-N, basically represents the power, the number of people, the monthly audience of Telegram, and this audience is huge. And still it's trading, its market capitalization is probably like 10% of what it is of Ethereum, maybe even less. So I mean, I have a lot of trust, a lot of faith in this project. So Toncoin definitely is one of those. This Kusama, just spoke about. What else have we got here? Tezos. Yes, I mean, it looks that it has some upside potential as well. What else have we got? EOS. Okay, so EOS, okay, maybe it can continue rising. Still, it's up only by 50%. It's not much. It has more upside potential, definitely, for sure. Polkadot. Well, Polkadot is so slow. It used to be one of those best performing cryptocurrencies like 2 years back, but now not so much. And then this Chainlink has barely reacted to Trump's election, up 30%. Well, I mean, I'm still talking about 30%. Uniswap, okay, not reacting to it at all. But maybe it's just, as I said, maybe it's just the perfect timing to enter something that has not yet moved. So maybe these cryptocurrencies, these projects, they still haven't moved. So it's still not late to kind of enter into them. So that is my view on the crypto market. I would say that, well, probably my favorite ones would be Stellar to the moon. Well, so Hamster Combat is one of those kind of gamify, so game financial coins, like this very new class of assets. But frankly speaking, I don't know. I don't see much fundamental background kind of back in this project. I don't know. But for example, Ton, as I say, Toncoin, I'm quite surprised that, well, I mean, like there is a lot of pressure with, this Pavel Durov situation is there. But fundamentally speaking, yes, I mean, it looks as we might see a very strong breakout here, like doubling, tripling the price can easily be achieved within months. So, because here's the point. At first, it seems that nothing is happening, and then you open the terminal 2 weeks, or say 2-3 days later, and we are already trading here. So nothing was suggesting that EOS could rise, could go up 50%, like almost nothing. And then boom, all of a sudden we are where we are. It's just like that. Alrighty, so let's move on to some of our next assets. So let's forget about cryptos now. Now, gold, something that I mentioned last week on my last Monday webinar was this. Was a very interesting, was a very simple fact that we have 2,500 is a strong support level. I finally closed my shorts on gold, as you saw. It's a few losing trades, but that's not big of a deal. So yeah, here are my plus 11,000, plus, wow, plus 44,000. So basically, yes, even though I had these a few losses, I'm still in the money, because basically it's all about your ratio, about between winning trades and losing trades, and also how much you lose in your winning trades and how much you lose in your losing trades. So basically my unrealized P&L is this, plus 142K, and I plan on holding this trade on, and also Ripple is up, of course, something that I opened, when did I open it? Yeah, I actually opened my trades on Ripple. I forget if I commented on this or not. Maybe I didn't comment on this. So yeah, I opened them even before the election date, which was a very bold move, but it proved right. So yes, and what else? What else? Shall I close my trade on CAC 40, CAC 40? I don't know. Where's my gold? So gold, yeah, I plan on holding this trade until 3,000, because I think within this year, maybe and yeah, it was so much oversold, but I was actually talking about 2,500, a very good buy point, but it just didn't work because the price didn't drop, didn't drop there. So the price kind of stopped here at 2,500. Okay, so it didn't really drop that much. But of course, and there was no good entry point except maybe this. So we drop and then this trend reversal, and maybe in this range potentially one could enter, like open some up trades, but I don't know. I don't know if that if one could do that. It's still kind of hard to tell. Maybe, but you need to watch this asset. Closely. Now, as I said, I still remain very optimistic and very bullish on gold, because no matter what happens in the world, or no matter what the current short trend is on the markets, if maybe it's a bullish uptrend, maybe it's not, but gold, fundamentally speaking, is and in the long run, I think we might see a very nice rise. So what we saw on Friday was a big drop. So Nasdaq dropped almost 700 points. That's was it on Friday? Yeah, on Friday maybe dropped it a little less, but 400, 500 points it dropped. So obviously a very common pattern. So the euphoria after Trump's election pushed Nasdaq to a new all-time high. The price couldn't stay above it for a long time, and then obviously it was the so-called false breakout pattern, and the price couldn't hold on, and boom, on Friday we saw this pretty big drop, almost 500 points downwards, and it was so much very predictable. So we have this three white soldiers pattern, and then one, two, or two big red candlesticks currently, and I think this current one today should also be of red color, like this so-called three black crows pattern. All right, so what else should we pay attention to this week? So Nasdaq, I think it will continue to drop. What about Brent? Brent is once again trading around $70. So once again, as I said, trading this, how to trade this asset. So basically you need to buy low, sell high, and in this case we know where low is. So the low is right near this $70 mark. So this $70 mark is a very good indication when you want to buy, when and where you want to buy. So you want to buy when it's kind of close to here. All right. So do you guys have any questions for me? Maybe I do not see any questions, so I'm wondering. Maybe we have some. You want me to comment on something? Tesla stock is so much. It's still, I would say, it's overpriced. It's overbought, in my opinion. Tesla should not cost as much as it currently costs. But there is this big story behind Tesla and its founder Elon Musk, and basically he's the one who is influencing this whole story. And of course now he's so close to Trump's administration, and then he even got this position of the Department of Government Efficiency, something like that. And I'm pretty sure that from here we might see Tesla. I don't expect much upside potential here, but I think it is going to stay above $300 for a significant amount of time, because right now, as I say, there is a lot of fundamental activity, fundamental back into to its price. So we are trading where we are trading. All right, so guys, probably the hottest topic of this week are, as I said, going to be the crypto market and some so Nasdaq. And one final thing, maybe. So speaking about the Euro USD, it is. So I think this week we might have an attempt to break below the 1.05 level. I think this is a pretty weak currency right now, the euro, and we might see a breakdown towards the parity. So I think within the next 3-4 weeks before Christmas, before New Year of this year, we might see price actually drop into like these new lows. I totally expect this. I would not be surprised if that happens. All right. So what is next? What I want to talk about next? My final piece of information here would be USD/JPY. So we saw a pretty strong correction, so dropping almost 3 figures on USD/JPY on Friday, but it was not for a long time. Now we are back again above 155. So I think that this uptrend is very likely to continue. So I will probably open a few trades here on the USD/JPY, and next week we'll see how it's all going. So I think this is it for today, guys. Have a wonderful trading week. My name is Thomas, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful, profitable week, and enjoy trading the way I do. Thank you so much for your attention. See you soon. Bye-bye.